What is this place? Is this where you've been staying?
Yeah. Listen, you can still hear the horn.
Yeah.
I'm sure the sound will attract somebody from the hospital.
Yeah, but what if it doesn't? He could die out there, Gina. Oh!
Look, it's not loaded, Haley. It never was loaded.
I know, but guns scare me to death.
I scare everybody. Why do you think I had it? So I could scare Kirk.
What if they don't find him?
They're gonna find him. They have to find him. Haley, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you involved in all this. I could never have done it alone, though. There was no way I could have gotten Kirk into that car by myself.
Okay. Well, what if they can't hear the horn because of the storm?
Look, if we can hear it, they can hear it.
I don't know. What if they don't? He could die out there, Gina. We should have taken him in there ourselves.
No, there's no way. I mean, someone could have recognized me.
He dies.
He's not going to. Will you stop saying that? Kid. I mean, I have his confession on tape, but I don't have any real proof that I didn't try to kill anybody. I need Kirk to back me up. Where is it?
What?
The tape. The tape recorder. What'd you do with it?
Well, I don't know. I thought you had it. I don't do anything.
I don't have it. Oh, no. That means it's still in the car.
Yes. What do you mean number 2 wheel's jammed up? Ah, it happened last week, Al. Don't worry about it. Look, why don't you shut it down? I'll be down on the floor in a minute or two. Also, if you happen to see Dylan, would you tell him... Never mind. Do you mind telling me what you're doing with all these copies of Nick's book?
I'm a collector.
There's got to be over 200 copies of this book right here. Nobody's that big a collector. Now what are you trying to do? Corner the market on brothers and sisters?
Sam, it's none of your business. If you want to save Nick some hurt feelings, you're going to mind your own business about this. Look, I said it was none of your business. Now, the English translation for that means butt out.
That's not a good enough answer.
Well, you want answers? Ask her. She's Nick's biggest fan. She's the one who bought all of these because nobody else wanted to.
I should have known you couldn't keep quiet about this.
Ellie, what is this, man?
Dylan stole them.
Stolen from where?
From a warehouse.
What are you doing out here anyway?
I've come to pick them up, that's what. Because you stole them and they belong to me and I want them back.
Come on, Kirk, let go of it. I had a feeling about it. Now let's go. Down the stairs.
Please, I can't.
Damn it.
Hey, what's going on here?
Oh.
This is a hospital zone. We can't have this kind of noise going on.
I know. I'm sorry. This man is sick. He must have had a heart attack or something. I was just trying to help him, that's all. Look, you better call somebody and get him to the hospital.
You sick, mister? I guess you are. Okay, I'm gonna get some help. I'm gonna get you inside.
Дядя Сиси, ты дома?
I hope you're enjoying this because your first day with us is also going to be fun.
Yeah, I was hoping your stop at the bungalow would sweeten your disposition a little bit.
What do you mean my stop at the bungalow? What are you trying to imply?
Only that I know how much you miss your hubby, and I can appreciate your efforts to entertain yourself while he's gone.
Hear me now. I've had it with you. I've had it. Now you come with me and we're going to settle this once and for all. I'll go see.
Maybe I ought to check it out in the servants' quarters.
You will not! I do not trust you, and I do not want you roaming around the house in the dark. Who knows what you're going to stick into your pocket. I've got to you about this person you hired.
Madeline, what is it now?
Everything. I cannot think of enough bad things to say about him. He is disrespectful. He is disobedient. He is untrustworthy. Do you know that he's using your limousine to entertain cheap women of his acquaintance?
Hey, that's a lie. They aren't cheap.
Don't interrupt me. I suggest that you fire him immediately and find someone more suitable.
Madeline, it can't possibly be all that bad.
It is unbearable.
Now, I only hired him because you complained that this house was woefully understaffed and that Courtney urged me to. But I am not about to hire and fire people promiscuously just because you decide that you don't like him.
Besides, if you fire me, I want 2 weeks severance.
Don't be idiotic. You've only been working here since dinner time. You're not going to fire him.
I certainly will not. You and Courtney created your own situation and have to live with it. Teach you both a lesson.
Well, I just have to talk to Courtney then. She's the one who engineered this.
Courtney
whole thing.
isn't here right now. There's no one here right now. It's just you and I, and the power's out, as you can see.
All over the whole house?
All over the whole house.
Well, where is Courtney?
I sent her out looking for Ted. He's been a little bit strange lately. I was worried about him.
Well, what about the phones?
The phones are working now. I've been calling all over trying to find him.
Well, is Haley here?
No, she's not. Why?
Well, it's just possible that Ted is off with Haley.
Why would you think that?
I've seen them making eyes at each other.
Sir, excuse me. I think I have an idea where Ted might be.
You do? Where?
I'm not sure. I don't want to promise. But I could look where he might be.
Well, Pearl, if you could find him and bring him home, I really would be grateful.
I'd be glad to give it a try, sir. Will that be all, my most gracious madam?
No, it certainly won't. If my uncle won't fire you, then I will make it so unpleasant for you that you will want to quit without your severance pay.
Did you get it? No. He was unconscious, but he still had his hands around it. I couldn't loosen his grip. Was he all right? Couldn't get it away from him. I couldn't believe that. I'm sure he's going to be all right. A guard came out from the hospital and got him.
Yeah, I saw it from the window.
I've got to get that tape back. It's my ticket to freedom. It's the only way out. I have to have it. And people have been seeing my picture in the paper for days, so I can't go back there. They're going to recognize me. You're going to have to get it for me.
Oh, no, Angelina, please.
You have to. If Kirk died, that's the only way I can prove I'm innocent.
Well, what makes you even think that they'd even give it to me?
You're just going to have to get it. Just take it. And don't ask anybody for it. Don't ask permission. Just grab it. They'll probably be busy working on Kirk, and it'll be lying around somewhere. But make sure they don't connect you to Kirk. Now, that is vital.
Gina, look, I just don't even want to get into trouble.
I'm not going to get in any trouble. After all, I'm not asking you to rob a bank, Haley. I'm just asking you to pick up a cassette player. Come on. Please, it's my only chance. It's the most important thing you could ever do for me.
What's wrong?
It's my leg. I think it started bleeding again.
Oh, Gina, you've got to get to the hospital for them to work on this. It's going to be infected or something.
No, look, it's all right. You just keep going. Get over there. Get the tape. And when you come back, you should bring it back. I'll be dancing on the tabletops. Come on.
Why don't you leave and take the books out here?
And take them.
Well, Kelly, don't be in such a panic.
Can't you understand something, Dylan? I don't trust you. I know you're going to do anything you can to come between us, and these books are a perfect thing to use against me.
I don't deserve that. Now, the only crime that I think that I have committed is having made love to you once. And I only did that because you wanted me as much as I wanted you. That and telling the truth about it.
Come on. You were so evil to Nick and me.
Love and truth, now how can they be considered mistakes? No, you were supposed to tell Nick yourself. But no, you didn't do that, and you should have. So what do I have to do? I have to cover for your mistakes.
Listen, I really don't want to get into a big discussion about this, all right? That was the past. Now, if you'll just help me with these or get somebody to help me
It is
bring
not
them...
the past, Kelly. All the lies... Hello?
Dylan, it's me.
What can I do for you, Nick?
I'm trying to locate Kelly. Is she out there?
What makes you think that she'd be out here?
The bartender at Buzz's place saw her leave and thought that she might be headed out to the casino.
Well, I don't know. I can check for you. Hold on. Okay, here we go again. So what do you want me to say? I mean, I could tell him that you were out here on business. But then probably you don't want him to know that you're here in the office.
I don't know. Let me think for a minute.
Well, there's no time to think. Nick, I just checked around and she's not here.
All right, fine. Well, if you see her, tell her I called, all right?
I will do. So long. Well, there's another lie that we can add to our souvenirs. You know, because of you, I'm getting pretty good at this.
You know, all because for one moment I cared about you.
Now, for the rest of my life, I'm going to have to live that down.
I just tried to help you. I can't believe that you're insulting me. Go ahead, take the books and get out. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to lift a finger to help you. And Kelly, no more lies.
Good. That's perfect, because I don't need your help. I need you out of my life.
Pretty heavy, aren't they? You should get used to how it feels. Just multiply that by 1,000. And that's how every lie that you ever told to Nick is going to seem to you from now on.
Charlie, we can't find any ID on that cardiac patient, so check his car, will you? If there's no registration, get the license number and we'll call the DMV.
Right. Hey, is that guy gonna make it?
We're losing him, Doctor.
Give me the paddles, 200 watts. Just hope we don't lose the emergency power next. Stand back, everyone, clear.
Oh, you could use a good hot cup of coffee, huh? Right over here. Sit down. Sit. I'll get you some, okay? Hey, Nick. Good, huh?
Nick, you look like you've been swimming. No, just walking into water. You better get yourself dried off. You're gonna catch cold. Listen, have you seen Kelly? She said she was supposed to meet me here, but she hasn't shown up. No, I haven't seen her since the service for Gina. Where could she be? They're saying on the radio the storm is letting up, but there's still power outages all over the city. Nick, don't worry about Kelly. She's survived rainstorms before. Yeah, I guess she has. Well, listen, I think I'll check with the apartment again, see if she's showed up at home. Thanks.
Here we go. Hot from Brazil.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, what were you doing hitchhiking on a night like tonight, huh?
I don't know.
Listen, you don't have to talk to me. I'm practically a total stranger.
No, it's just I didn't have any destination in mind. I mean, I just had to get away from my family and dad and stuff. I was just there when you came by. I wasn't there for long.
You probably would have been if I hadn't. There's not much traffic on the coast road on a night like tonight.
Yeah.
I guess you figured that your papa sent me to find you.
Yeah, and he's wasting his time. And yours. Because I'm not coming back.
Well, that is up to you. I am strictly a messenger of the gods. But I think I know what you're going through, kid.
You do?
You know, why are you smiling? I heard you at the funeral. I know what you're feeling.
Yeah.
Dad, I knew where to find you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
You see, I did the same thing when I was your age.
You left home?
That's right. Only I never went back.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Really. I took a meat axe to the old court. Now, somehow, I hope you don't do that. I mean, it's good to let your parents know that you are independent. But maybe, just maybe, you don't want to go too far.
Why'd you leave home?
That same old cliches. My parents, both of them. I guess we let the lines of communication break down. There's too much anger, too much distrust there, built up over too long. You know what the big scene was? What really did it for us? It wasn't anything dramatic like you. It was very dumb. My father wanted me to wear a white shirt to church. And I wanted to wear the blue shirt. And we went at it. So finally I said, okay, I'll wear the white shirt. And I put it on. And I walked straight out the front door, and I never came back.
Did you ever make up with your parents?
I had a fantasy that they would bring me the blue shirt and say, here, kid, you can wear it after all. We're sorry. But they never came. I guess they had the same fantasy, because neither one of us made the first move. I haven't spoken to him in a long time, and I'll tell you something. I really miss him.
Stand clear, 300 watts this time.
Doctor, we've got a heartbeat again.
Good, let's get him in the ICU. Stat, get an arteriogram on him right away.
Yes,
Quick,
doctor.
move him. Let's go.
Thinking out loud before I wasn't really trying to talk you into anything you understand. I was just talking.
Yeah, I'm glad you talked.
Most of us, we have a lot of the same problems in common. We just have to open up a little bit so we can be honest with you.
Yeah, I know, Pearl, I'm here, all right? I'm not saying that I'm going to stay here. Now, would you please go tell Dad I'm here? I'm ready to talk to him.
I'd be glad to, okay? But you hang out here for now on, all right? And get out of the wetsuit. No point in bringing you back. You're looking like a beach porpoise, huh?
Yeah, Mr. Capo, your son's right here. Well, he was here. I guess he went upstairs.
No, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Yeah, he's okay. He's a little damp, but he's okay.
Pearl, you don't have to worry about being fired. You got the job as long as you want it. If you still want it, along with my gratitude.
Hey, thanks. I think I'd like to stick around for a while.
Well, Uncle Cece, you're not going
Madeline, shut up. I don't want to hear another word out of you.
You think it's fun, don't you?
What the hell is all this?
Where's all this water coming from?
Dad, someone got the water running out of Ian and Kirk's bathroom. It's like ankle deep up here.
Good grief. Did you turn it off?
Yeah, sure I did, but I don't know how we're going to mop it up. I mean, it's like the whole hallway's flooded, Dad.
Oh, damn.
There's only one left. I tell you what we ought to do with these? We ought to throw them all overboard, have a Santa Barbara tea party.
What?
Yeah, sure, they'd sink right down to the bottom just like a rock. No one would ever know about it, and we wouldn't have to worry about hiding them. I tell you what I'll do. Hell, I'll even do it myself.
Dylan, don't!
Come on!
I can't!
Why can't you? Of course you can.
No. No.
You know, you're really a prize package, you are. Do you know that? First you want Nick to think that you're faithful to him, so you lied to him about cheating on him. Then you want him to think that he's a good provider, so you slip him a little income underneath the table. You also want him to think that he's talented, so you buy up every bit of evidence that proves that he's not. You know, if this is what love is supposed to be, I hope it never happens to me.
It is love. Dylan, when you love someone, you help them and you protect them. And Nick is very talented. You know he is. You're just jealous of him.
Jealous over this? A book of photography called Brothers and Sisters? This book is a joke. That's why it didn't sell. Look, all we have to...
Dylan, don't!
Look, this book is stupid. We ought to deep six.
You hate Nick. Not this book. You're not going to get rid of him by sinking the books.
Yeah, you're right. I do hate Nick. But he hates me too, so it's mutual. I don't know what I'm doing, he'd still be around. You know, all that I have to do is to let you go on. Because what you're doing is going to drive Nick away.
I know what I'm doing, Nick, and I don't need you to tell me. I live with it, all right? Trust me. I know I've made bad mistakes, but that's going to change. Because as soon as this book business is over with, everything's going to be different. Because I'm going to make it up to him.
When are you going to realize that none of this is going to be different and none of it's going to change because you don't want to? You can't change him.
I'm going back to shore, Dylan, and I'm taking these with me here.
Well, go on, fine. Yeah, go on. Go on back to shore. Go to the farthest shore possible, because the more distance that you put between you and I, the more you're going to realize that I am so much closer to you than Nick will ever be.
You are not.
You are too, Kelly. You want me to tell you why? Because I know you. I know who you really are. Nick only knows what you allow him to see. But I know the real Kelly Capwell Perkins. No, Nick only knows the safe, sanitized version of you.
If you knew me, you wouldn't be standing here talking to me. Because you'd know how much I loathe you.
Yeah, well, I know how much you love me, too. Someday you're gonna wake up and realize that.
Dylan.
Not now, Sam. I want to make sure that Kelly's boat gets off all right.
Al, this is Sam. I want you to shut down all the tables. Tell the guests that the casino will be closing early tonight. Say it's due to bad weather. You can also tell the employees to punch out and go home. Yes. Good night.
You saved my life.
Come on, sit down. I want to look at your leg. Oh. Sorry. Oh, Gina, this isn't good.
Don't worry about it. It'll be all right.
No, come on. We've got to soak it and then wrap it up in some new bandages.
No, just let me rest here for a few minutes, okay? Thank you for everything you've done for me. You've been wonderful.
Okay, come on. You know I'd do anything for you. But, you've got to answer some questions. There's so many things I don't understand. Like, why are you living here?
Hey, I'm lucky to be alive. I can survive this. I can survive anything. Thank God I'm not like those Capwell women that fall apart if they see a cockroach.
Okay, so how did you find the place?
A man named Angel lives here. He found me on the beach and he brought me home. Look, it's not what you think. We're just friends. He's just trying to help me out. But he doesn't know anything about Kirk or what's happened, so don't say anything to him.
No, it's okay. Sure.
But he'll probably ask you questions. He's real smart.
Look, I'm going to call the hospital. I've got to find out what's happened to Kirk.
No, wait a minute. If they haven't identified the body yet, they're going to ask you all kinds of questions.
Well, at least let me call the Capwells. Let them know what's going on.
No, don't do that. Just give me a minute to think, okay?
What is this? Excuse me, miss. What are you doing entertaining people in my place?
I'm not. This is just one person. It's my niece, Haley. Haley, this is Angel. We were just talking about you.
Yo, I don't feel like meeting anybody right now. Sorry. I'll take this. Gina, you locked me in my closet, and then you stroll back in here and start introducing me to like a birthday party. And by the way, you owe me for the lock on the door, all right? I'm going to put it on your bill.
All right. I'm sorry it got busted. You're such a big, strong guy. Haley, would you mind running me a bath so I can soak this and put a new dressing on it?
You hurt your leg again, didn't you?
It's not serious.
Yeah, I bet. They'll probably have to amputate, and I'll be stuck with you for the rest of my life.
Hey, quit yelling at him. Say you're a friend. He's not Edmund.
It's all right. His bark is better than his bite. Could you run that bath for me?
Is he okay? I mean, I don't trust him.
Don't worry. I'll be fine. He really is a friend.
What, your niece is real cute. Is she your guard dog or something?
But don't pick on her. She's the only person in the world I can trust besides you.
Oh, no, she's the only person in the world you can trust. You can't trust me, Mrs. Capwell. I don't like being locked in my closet.
I had to get to that memorial service, and you were trying to stop me.
All right, did your little plan work? Did you pull it off?
Sure did. I got something very valuable out of it.
Oh, what's that, New Springsteen?
It's a whole lot better than that.
Better than the Voss? I doubt it. Now, who was it you were messing with? You never told me.
That's right. You don't need to know. All you need to know is that this tape is going to make sure that you get paid and that I walk away from this whole thing free and clear.
You told everyone to go home and close down the casino?
Yes. What's that?
You want to tell me what's going on here, Sam?
That's what I'm trying to find out myself. Now, why don't you sit down and let's start talking?
What's the matter with you? You're acting awfully funny.
Well, roulette wheel number 2 jammed up on us again tonight. So I went down to take a look at it, and This.
What's this supposed to be?
Well, while I was at it, I decided to check the other games and automatic tables, and that's where I found these. Games at the casino. It's not playing with you, okay, Dylan? What the heck is going on here? Why am I finding control boxes under all the tables?
What are you asking me for? How the hell should I know?
Because they're the same ones you use in Algeria. The Mediterranean, the casino...
I know the one.
So this is just a coincidence?
Yeah, I guess so, partner.
Partner, I imagine you won't mind me calling someone in to have the place checked out, just so that we can protect our partnership.
Sam, there's no need to make the call.
Of course not, Bill.
I've been meaning to let you in on it, but I couldn't figure out a good way to bring it up. But you are my partner, and so you're entitled to know.
I had hoped.
Sam, we have been making an unbelievable profit.
You just made your second mistake, my friend. The first is fixing the tables. Second was ever thinking that I'd go along with something like this. Not this time.
What's the matter? You changed your spot, Sam? Sam, listen to me. We are 12 miles out from shore. See, there are no cops. We can't do anything illegal. We can't.
You know, I was thinking of going to think about it. Warren Lockridge runs a newspaper here in Santa Barbara. I think he'd be pretty interested in this story, considering he's lost a bundle on our tables. They'll shut down the casino, and you'll have to use the dirty money you made to pay off your investors.
Sam, you're not going to say anything, because if you do, you're going to go right down with me.
Maybe so. Maybe I have. I've been wanting out of this relationship for a long time anyway, ever since it stopped being a friendship. And I wouldn't mind seeing Kelly have a little something on you for a change. As a matter of fact, Dylan, I think I'm going to tell her first and let her do whatever she wants to about it. As for me, I don't care what anybody does to you anymore.
She got stranded in the storm.
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry, but I couldn't get to a phone.
You look upset. Was it the memorial service?
Well, it wasn't very pleasant, no, but I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about us.
What about us?
Mickey, have you been thinking about marriage as much as I have?
Probably more. Now that my book is making some money, you know how I want to be able to take care of you. I think maybe I can.
Well, good. And what are we waiting for? Nick, I love you. And I really want us to be together. Always.
That's wonderful, but, isn't this kind of sudden?
Yeah, I know, but it just hit me tonight. I was sitting there and thinking, and I couldn't wait to talk to you and tell you of all the things I was thinking about the wedding and...
Well, listen, I'm not arguing with you. You want to do it?
Well, you're going to think I'm crazy, but what about next week? Nick, you're not answering me. What, is next week too soon?
Well, if it was in 10 minutes, that wouldn't be too soon. But, can we do it in that much of a hurry? What about the other arrangements?
Well, that's fine. We'll just make it simpler than we originally planned. I don't mind.
You don't?
No, I don't. Is that all right? Are you happy?
Well, of course I am happy. I mean, it's almost too good to be true. Really? I like that so much.
Dad, Haley told me she was going to bed when I left.
I don't understand anything that's been going on this evening. The tub must have been running for hours.
Well, Kirk, he wasn't at the service. He could have been home and left the water on.
Now, why would he do that?
What's the theory? I have no idea.
Well, if he did, he's going to answer for it, I'll tell you that.
I cannot understand how a house like this could leak like a sieve.
Madeline, the house is not leaking. Eden's bathtub had a lot of water in it. It overran, that's all. By the way, have you seen Kirk while we were at the chapel this morning?
No, I told you. I already told you. I didn't see anybody. I came home, I called. Nobody was here, and I don't like being alone in a storm, especially in the pitch black.
Well, a lot of places said that they don't have any power and probably won't have it until tomorrow morning.
Ted, I don't care about a lot of places. I expect better things than this one. Uncle Cece, would you mind if I could use your personal safe?
Why?
Well, I'd rather not discuss it in front of the servants.
Oh, you go right ahead. I'm going to work upstairs.
You insist on keeping that man around the house. I want to protect my jewelry. Listen, I happen to be an excellent judge of character, and I know that man is going to rob us blind if he's given the chance. He'll probably try to murder us all in our sleep, but right now that's not quite as important as protecting my jewelry.
Madeline, there is nothing dishonest or dangerous about Pearl.
Ted, how would you know that?
Madeline, dear Madeline, this house is fully insured. There is nothing to worry about, so would you please stop worrying?
Very well. If that's how you're going to be. But you'll find out that I'm right. And when you do, it'll be too late.
Oh, that woman is a born troublemaker.
I'll say.
Home, I'm glad Pearl found you. I was concerned about you.
Well, I decided to turn my back on all of you isn't the answer.
No, son, it isn't the answer.
That's exactly what you did to Mason and to Mom. I don't want to be guilty of doing something I'm objecting to.
Ed, I am not sure just what you are objecting to. You have a good home, you have a family that loves you, have everything that you ever needed materially. I've never refused you anything, have I?
No, Dad, you haven't. And I think I've been very grateful. But up until now, I didn't realize that there is a price that we all have to pay. And not a specific price, but it's something that would cost Channing and Mason to keep you happy.
Now, Ted...
Yes, you happy. I mean, Kelly has gone through a hell of a lot. And even, well, she's... I don't, Dad, I just know that I am next.
All right, maybe I have interfered, and maybe not wisely, but I did because I love my children, and I didn't want to see them make the mistakes that I see lying ahead. Am I so different from any other father in that respect?
Yes. Yes, because you have the power to get your own way, Dad. Dad, you don't give advice, you give orders. And everybody knows that they better listen to you or else. Dad, when I see Haley, or even Gina, people who have had to work all their lives to make their own way, it makes me feel useless, helpless, Dad.
Dad, you're nothing of the kind. Look, you had a bad day, don't you
Dad,
understand?
do you realize that I just took off tonight? I mean, I didn't know where I was going. I mean, with like, what? Like $2 in my pocket. Dad, I am so used to being Ted Capel, I don't even think about needing money. I mean, I don't know, I'm taken care of so well that I don't know what I'm doing when I get where I'm going or how to support myself. So until I know that, Dad, I'm not going to have much respect for myself. So I want to start finding that out.
Clowns want to play Hamlet. Rich people want to be poor. Is anyone ever happy with what they've got? There's not an intrinsic value in being poor and starving. Do you realize that?
No. But there is in standing on your own 2 feet. And I just want to feel that I am able to, Dad.
All right. I can respect that. Must you leave home to do it? Look, it's not easy for me to admit it, but now that you're all grown, I find I need my children around. Obviously, they don't need me as much.
Dad, I love you. And I want to stay here if I can. But if I do, certain things have got to change.
You want to give the orders for a while?
Dad, I want to get a job so I can start paying my own tuition. And I also want to pay rent here.
Oh, Ted, come on.
No, Dad, I know it's nothing to you, but it's important to me. I want everybody here to know that I am here, not because I have nowhere else to go, but by choice. And I can come and go as I please.
Totally autonomous?
No, Dad, I'm willing to listen to your advice, but I'm not going to be bound to it. Even if you're right and I don't agree, I don't want to have to do what you say. I want to make decisions my own.
Old habits die hard, Ted. I mean, I can't make that radical change overnight. Are you going to go storming out of the house every time I say something you don't like?
No, Dad, of course not. No more than I expect you to chase me out of the house the first time you get angry with me. I just want us to meet halfway.
All right. You got a deal.
surprised. I didn't think we'd settle this easy.
I'll tell you something, Al. You don't ever have to worry whether or not you're standing on your own 2 feet. You just did. I am very proud of you. Hello. No, this isn't the Cranston residence. But they do live here. Mr. and Mrs. Cranston live here. What can I do for you?
Pearl. I know you have a special appreciation for pearls. Tell me, have you ever seen any quite like these?
They're really beautiful. But I think they look better on oysters.
Cute. She missed a spot.
You know, Sam, I think you're like the wicked stepsister in the Cinderella saga. If you don't change, you're not going to get to marry your prince.
I've already married my prince, so what's the use?
Well, boy, I'd really like to meet the man that agreed to marry you. He's got to look like Quasimodo.
In point of fact, he's extremely handsome, so you're wrong again.
Madeline, just had a call from the hospital. We have to leave.
Oh, what's wrong?
They found a man in Kirk's car who had a heart attack. He's in critical condition. They don't know if it's Kirk because there's no ID there.
Kirk is so young.
Well, now, it might not be him.
I hope to God it is. And look, I want you to wait here in case Eden comes home or she calls.
Oh, I'll tell her.
Don't tell her anything. You tell her to call me to the hospital. I may have something definite by then.
Hey, Ted, you sure you don't want me to drive?
No, it's not. She'll be just drive herself. Thanks, so fine.
I think I got somebody to call.
Oh, no, you don't. Not this phone.
Are you serious? You want me to use a payphone?
I don't care what you do. I want these phones left open for Eden in case she calls. I don't care where you go, but before you go anywhere, I suggest you finish cleaning up here before you call anyone from anywhere.
To the Hartleys of Santa Barbara. The oldest married couple in town.
Well, the longest married, at least. Have I told you how happy you've made me?
Several times.
I mean, I don't want there to be any misunderstanding. I am a very happy man.
Yes, and would you care to elaborate on it?
Yes, as a matter of fact, when I look back, my life seems so humdrum before I met you.
Oh, yeah? And I bet you're dying to live that humdrum lifestyle.
Before you, I hadn't even started to live.
I'm happy too.
May I have this here for dinner?
No. You want dinner somewhere?
Mm-hmm. Somewhere where the power is on.
Oh. Well, I think the power's on at your place.
I know it is.
Oh, you naughty boy.
I was guessing you'd get here.
Well, that was a good guess.
Look, Sam, don't go to Kelly with this. We have been friends for far too long.
You know, you're right, Bill. We have been friends far too long. Tired of sticking up for you, man. I'm tired of sticking by you and being treated like your valet or something. I think it's time that you stop bullying Kelly. I think it's time that she starts seeing you for what you are instead of for what you want to be.
I'm warning you. Don't you say a word to her.
Hey, the bartender's trying to get your attention. I think you have a call.
Probably some more customers begging for a copy of my book. I'll be right back. Eden, hi. Yes, sure, I can meet you someplace. Where? Kirk's office? All right, fine, I'll meet you at your house. You don't want me to tell anyone? Well, that's fine, but I'm here with Kelly now, and... Anything you say. But I have to say something to her. I just can't get up and leave without some explanation. All right, fine. I'll be there when I can.
Sam, I'm warning you for the last time. Don't go to Kelly with this.
Good, Dylan. It is the last time. I'm going to give you 3 minutes head start. And I would take it if I were you. Because I promise you, Kelly is going to be very upset when she finds out what you've been up to.
Don't you see, Kirk? I'm going to put a bullet right through that fug heart of yours, and Cruz will never pin it on me in a million years.
Let me hear that.
Planting a typewriter in my room? How could you?
I thought it didn't matter. Gina, as far as I've ever knew, you went drowned.
So you thought you'd just lead the police right to my door, huh?
I couldn't let them find the typewriter here. So they know I wrote the note?
What a horrible man. You scared me to death. I didn't even know you were back.
Gina, I had no idea it was that bad.
Why do you think I've been so upset?
I'm taking this to the police. They have to know. They won't ever have a chance to question Kirk again.
No, just leave it here.
No, Aunt Gina. I can't. This is too important. I know you're trying to help the Capital family. But look, the police have to know what's going on. Kirk has to pay for what he's done. Look what it's cost you. Look how you have to live. No. I'm going to make sure everyone finds out what he did to you and Eden. No. Haley, no!
It is my son-in-law. With a heart attack at his age.
Tests indicate he may have had some kind of rheumatic fever as a child who was born with some kind of congenital defect. I'd guess that some shock or exertion he experienced this evening may have brought along the heart attack and resulted in the cardiac arrest.
How bad is he?
I'm afraid his heart muscle is beyond surgical repair.
You're telling us he's going to die?
No, I haven't said that.
Don't hedge with me, Doctor. How serious is it? How long can he last in this condition?
You can't pin it down like that, Mr. Capel.
How about give me an idea? A year, 6 months, what?
Perhaps a week.